Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? We are so back. Ladies and gentlemen, I deserve every bit of strife and grief in this moment because, guys, I hate to say it, but Darkside Phil was right. He was right, and the detractors were wrong. Yeah, this is shaping up to be complete karma. What else can I say? But this is just deserved. Guys, I feel like hating on other people for fun on the internet may actually not be the play. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and glaze up the guy, Darkside Phil, the absolute legend, making thousands of dollars.
I'm lost. I'm totally lost. I don't know what his interest is in me at all. This is so weird to me. You know what I mean? Because I just don't get it. So I guess we'll see, and I guess that's what we'll work on. I don't know if and when it will even come together. All right. But, you know, I'm open to that. You know, let me put it this way, because a lot of people actually were like, I can't
Can we hear him?
Phil canceled one of his night streams. Right? I can't believe he canceled one of his night streams to be on Kino Casino. I can't believe he did a whole React to Rich. Like, this is not his...
Well, we'll find out.
He has to work so much. Well, do you see how well things have been going? Obviously, you know, I went on Kino Casino the next few days. Boom, all the Kino Casino guys are over here.
Look, this guy is shaking with anticipation. He is so full of energy. He is so high energy that he can't keep still. And so when you see him shaking around like that, that's obviously him gathering his strength and gathering his powers. And obviously, we cannot hold a candle to any of it.
Supporting my content. Last night I do this React, boom, I get insane amount of support. If I can get support, then I can do things outside of the box. Do you understand? I don't have to be 6 days a week grinding away with non-stop streams on my channel. I can do different content as long as I get supported. That's kind of the deal. I have to work as much as I do because
it's over 9,000
as much as I make to pay my bills. But now things are looking good, so I can do different content.
I'm so happy for him.
Qualms with going on a night show over there on Kino Casino with Medicare on it, and we do whatever, because I don't even know what the hell it would be. I really have no idea. All right, but it would be, for me, just to make this clear, it would be the exact same thing that I did last week, where I would appear for about 3 hours. That's the most.
Desk Cup, welcome back. Thank you for hanging out.
Family man.
Obviously, this is karma, and I'm okay with that. I have to understand and recognize that, you know, every dog has its day, and this dog is absolutely having it.
It's more important to me to be there for my wife and spend time with her than to be on a fucking show for 5 hours and make money. So I'd much rather, you know, I'll appear on the show.
You know what? Here's the thing of it, though, and this is, I don't mean it to say cruel. Can't be cruel. I hope Medicare puts him in his place. I don't think Medicare will be the type of guy to bend the knee to the great king of the king. He's not going to bend the knee. But, you know, he was benevolent enough to actually consider having that interview with Medicare. Dog, where all I see is a goat called DSP. Brady's got it right.
Extended the own show and shit like that. You know, I gotta get out of here at a normal time. I hope people respect that and understand that. Okay. So anyway, that's what I have to say about yesterday. That's what I have to say about the possibility of future collab stuff. Hopefully, there's a lot of stuff to talk about.
Chazburger, welcome back to the shit show, my friend. Now, if you saw the title, if you saw the thumbnail coming into the stream, yes, the rumors and scuttlebutt are true. We may need to start considering the idea that Darkside Phil is actually the GOAT and actually the king. I feel like this detractor angle, it may not be the play. And who am I to say? Who am I to say? Because obviously we all work in tandem. We're the hive mind. We're just regurgitating the same memes over and over to ourselves. This is low effort, low hanging fruit. We need to ascend. We need to rise up and get on the level that Darkside Phil is at.
I'm sure.
Obviously,
the casino guys will be reacting to this and everything, and it's all good. It's all fair game. And I gave them full permission to clip that entire React show last night however they want and use it in their own content. Go for it. you know, they were just as much of a part of it as I was, if not more so, because Andy was actually running the call
Medicare and
with my
Phil
fucking
in the same
team
stream is going to be a
handle
banger no matter what, but I don't think
so,
Phil
yeah,
will let that happen.
It was good stuff.
Well, who
I'm looking
knows?
forward to more
You never
branching
thought that
out,
he would
and I hope,
collab
again,
with
the
another
only thing I'm
streamer,
afraid of
and then he went ahead and did the damn thing, and he far and away stepped his game up. He took it to the next level. We're all just living in DSP's world, guys.
This could all just come to a screeching end when this documentary comes. I hope not.
Jim will name him his
But you never
successor.
know, right?
Successor. Let's drink up. Look, you see this guy right here? He's drinking. He's staying hydrated. Nocturnal in the welcome, pimp. Let it be known live on the internet that we are now in DSP's world. We're only living in it. This is his world. We're living in it, guys. Dark Side Phil was right the whole time. You're living in Spice World? Oh, no.
So,
biggest of ups to Nocturnal, Chesburger,
schedule
Alex.
Today is React Day.
Jesus.
After the show ends, we're gonna head over to DSP React.
Alex, let's just have a little conversation, you and me, Alex. You wouldn't happen to also have a couple of other accounts? Let's just, you and me, have a conversation. You and me, Alex. Since you were so inclined to say hello, what brings you to this corner of the internet? Have you ever been here before? Hmm? Come on, Alex. Speak up over on YouTube. How are you, my friend?
Okay, you're gonna see it's gonna just
A little
like
too quiet.
Some other days when this stream, I'm gonna end the podcast and the stream will end and it'll pop up and say, "Hey everyone, head over to DSP Reacts for the React Show." It's a clip show where the people who are channel members over there of either the submissions tier or the ultra tier submit clips and we watch them and I react to them. The ultra tier members are guaranteed to get their clips watched, while the submissions tier we put into a randomized playlist. Guess what? For the first time in ages, we're gonna have a real randomized playlist. Because I'm actually going to be doing this on YouTube this time via a real browser. In fact, it's playing a video right now.
Prolocar, welcome to the shit show. I'm glad that you're here because I'm going to make a proclamation in front of God and anime and Jesus. If you're a ban-evader, if you've been banned from this channel because of ban-evading and for being a creep to other viewers of the channel, then you're not welcome here. And if you create other accounts and come back and say that you're somebody that you're not, well, guess what? Bullshit! Was there a fake randomizer list until now? Dr. Karkland. No, but there may be a ban-evader amongst us. Yeah, I got my eye on you. I got my eye on you, Alex, on YouTube. And in fact, let's just open up your little channel over here. Let's go to your channel, see what you got here. Get that ass banned. By the way, did you miss something? Yes. Prolocar, we're now actually on the Dark Side Phil train. I have seen the error of my ways. And we're now on DSP side. We're now on Team DSP.
No, stop that. Stop that right now. No. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm doing it on YouTube. And because of that, I can actually hit random on the playlist, like shuffle, and it will actually shuffle the playlist. We haven't.
Oh, I do. Did you check out the ceiling? Did you check out the Discord?
Had that in like all year because YouTube.
Oh, and speaking of guys, support's been kind of slow.
So,
and if you're thinking about supporting the channel, you can type in !TIP into the chat, and all support will go to helping me offset the cost of repairing and replacing this ceiling. It will not go to WWE champions and DoorDash. I promise. I promise.
Excited because the show's gonna look and sound and be better today. Using my new PC, okay, and maybe because some people now are newcomers to the channel, they'll check out the show for the first time. Maybe they'll enjoy the show, and maybe we'll get a few.
I'm enjoying it. I hope you are all enjoying it.
Is the React show DSP versus the internet is better with more variety of clips. But what's happened is over the last year, it's the same people who are supporting the channel, which I appreciate. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. OIC, thank you.
For keeping the project alive. But since it's the same people, you end up getting the same kind of videos every week. You get a video about some kind of food or restaurant. You get a video about Singapore, right?
Wow. Like, I mean, this guy is now pretty much telling his old fans that he doesn't need them anymore, which is great. He needs to branch out and evolve and be a bigger streamer. He doesn't need Canadian Kirk. He doesn't need OIC. He doesn't need them.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
He needs that fresh new influx of whales, guys, obviously.
You get the same comedy guy skits over and over because people like the content and want to see me react, but it gets get tired when it's the same thing every week, right? So now, with new people involved, it could actually make the show better. So that's
appreciate the tasty ear candy while at work. Thank you, Nocturnal.
Just checking out the stream and
Dr. Carcand. Slayer should stop sending those Singapore videos. True. I mean, look here. Listen, Singapore is a fabulous country. It's a country, right? Yeah, it's a fabulous country. But you know, I love Pringles. All right. Let's use a sandwich shop analogy. Can we use a sandwich shop analogy? Let's just say you're at a sandwich shop and you order the ham sandwich, okay? King B. Cruel's got it right. But let's just say you're at a sandwich shop and you get the ham sandwich every day and you love ham sandwiches. But after eating a ham sandwich every day for, you know, the month or for the year, you may get tired of ham sandwiches. And so pretty much essentially, see, Prolokar likes a turkey club. That's also a banger sandwich. I like the ham and cheese myself back in the day. Ham and cheese was always my go-to. Chicken parm. King B. Cruel's got a good one. So essentially, you know, get fucked, Slayer. We don't need your shitty Singaporean videos anymore. Those $50 Patreon goals, you know, fuck off. He doesn't need you anymore, Slayer. He doesn't need anybody.
So, yeah, let's see how it goes. That's gonna happen right after this podcast ends. We all head over to DSP Reacts and we do a fun DSP versus the internet react show all afternoon. Okay,
sounds like fun to
me.
me.
On the lead stream, it's my other pet project, my channel called DSP Throwback. This is a channel that focuses solely on my
guys. DSP Throwback is something that, you know, I wish I came up with it before because I have years worth of live streams on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/@lore_Diaz or youtube.com/BM2KX. I have an entire repository full of my previous streams. Somewhere I do not have a camera and I do not have a microphone. So you get the pure, raw, unedited look at the game. It's like you're sitting there in the room with me playing the game.
Really old content. When I just
hold up, Chesburger just dropped some heat. Egg and cheese with honey mustard. That is a delicacy, guys. Chesburger with the heat. Let's keep going.
Pointed a camera at a TV and it looked and sounded atrocious, but these are my original playthroughs that got popular on YouTube. So tonight we're gonna do a fun react stream. It's called Retro React PS Home. For those who don't remember PS Home, this was a really interesting experiment by Sony.
Spencer Howard, thank you so much for contributing $5 through a super chat. This man made almost $5,000 last night, so I'm going to just have to ask you, step the fuck up, guy. Step the fuck up. This isn't the kiddie table anymore. Darkside Phil sits on a throne with the Knights of the Round, with a nice round table in front of him, almost like a paper plate. but he's sitting at the front.
During the PS3 era, it was a combination of, say, The Sims.
Now hold on a second, guys. Let's have a little. Let's ask the class here. Do you rock with regular potato chips or do you rock with the ruffled chips? Throne he was gifted by a. I will not take this slander on DSP.
In some ways, it was kind of the predecessor,
or will I?
That came before GTA Online.
Ruffle.
You could get a virtual crib and spend money to buy furniture and things to decorate it.
Now, obviously, Phil is not the type of guy to spend money on microtransactions in a video game. He's not built that way. He's built different. Obviously, he would not do so.
Buy clothing for your
Ruffle,
avatar
sour
and
cream, and onion.
Right? But then there was other things to
Two
do.
Eyes got it right.
Games that you could play. That could earn you in-game credits. There was advertisements.
Checkmate says regular chips, but only if they're sour cream and onion.
We're actually going to investigate that.
Nocturnal says Ruffles only. Can I be vulnerable for a minute? Can I be vulnerable for a minute, guys? I am wildly jealous of Darkside Phil and his success, obviously. I mean, literally everything that I do is a reflection on him. I have no original thoughts of my own. Everything that I do is a direct opposite contrast to Phil. And obviously this guy is succeeding. He is thriving. And in my head, I thought that I was winning by doing the opposite of what he did. But obviously the opposite of what Phil is doing is losing. So I am suffering right now. I need to reevaluate my life. Obviously, this is the face of success right here. Who cares if the throne was gifted? If a fan deemed the king worthy of tribute, then the king shall have a tribute. You know what? The Asian himself has absolutely got it right.
It's a lot. Let me put it this way. It's a lot of pressure, okay? And usually pressure's not a big deal for
Imagine
me,
getting paid for being lazy. Well, imagine hitting that exclamation point TIP in the chat and not tipping. Support's been kind of slow. I mean, I'm not, look, I hope it doesn't become a pattern. You know, my house is falling down on top of me. Literally a piece of the ceiling came down and smacked everything and knocked the shit out. And, you know, there's nothing I can do. I've done everything right. I've done nothing wrong. And, you know, what am I going to do?
It's going to be, I'm tired of being beat up. I really am. Like, I'm getting too old for it now, where I just, like, I don't care about it. So that's
tell us about it.
But now I have to talk about it again.
Tell us.
Again. The millionth fucking time.
Tell us.
You know,
why is he mad? Why is he mad?
But
he should be riding high off that money buff.
I'm going to do it. Or I'm going to man up and I'm going to do it.
Do it.
I know it's just going to be so stressful.
What is he talking about?
Plus, I'm gonna be playing new challenging video games
Wow, guys, did you guys know that playing video games is very difficult work? It's true. It's true. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't front anymore. I cannot sit here in front of a hot ring light, sitting down right here. Let's go!
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I'm starting to believe that actually begging for tips and support actually works because, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens and everybody in between, welcome the latest member of the sub club, the one with the 2 eyes. Thank you so much, the one with the 2 eyes. You are a legend. My fellow Darkside Phil enjoyer. I was wrong, but now I've seen the light. Checkmate says, I would, but I just took a loan to support my role model, Philly B. Well, you know what? We're just going to have to wait till those social security checks come in. And, you know, I hope it just doesn't become a pattern. Excuse me. You have to learn the game, and that takes time. True.
First stream, and then I have to come get beat up on my late stream every day. You know? And yes, can I be honest?
Phil has never lied. So, of course, you can be honest, Phil. Tell us the truth. Let us know. Impart your wisdom upon us. Let us know.
I'm afraid. Why am I afraid? Because I now have a group of people who have newfound interest and respect for me.
What's
us, to say?
Guys, he's talking about us. Guys, I can't believe he's talking about us. This newfound respect that he has found, it is all us. Phil has never lied, just like Hulk. You know, Phil is like a real American, and he fights for the rights of every man, woman, and child, obviously.
I've learned over the years, that kind of stuff is very fleeting. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Moments notice, something can happen, and boom. Now the popular thing is to crap on you, right? And so I look at this as a situation where now things are going well, but in just a couple of weeks when my own documentary comes out, it could completely flip on its head again.
So listen up here, guys. We will be live reacting to DSP's June the King documentary, and I will not have any slander on that stream. If you say one word that is contrarian to Darkside Phil and his infinite wisdom, you're going to get that ass banned. We will manually limb that ass. All right? I will not take any slander. If he's so confident, why is he so scared of this documentary? Makes you wonder.
You know, people see this documentary and there's something in it that really irks them the wrong way, and it's 4 hours, so it's going to be hard for you to not find something in the documentary that you hate about me, because it's 4 hours long. It's literally going to cover everything bad about me and my history. So there's going to be shit in there that pisses everybody off. I can't believe he did that. I never knew he did that. I'm out here. I can't watch him anymore. I'm so disgusted with this man, right? But it doesn't mean
he was so mad. Like, he's so mad. Look, so I forgive you, Phil. I forgive you. The same way that I hope you forgive me and forgive us. King Be Cruel, you're on thin ice, buddy. You're on thin ice. You're on thin ice. When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside. Phil, I want you to know that we all make mistakes. We're all fallible human beings, and I forgive you. In a way, I want you to forgive me too. Okay? If you extend that olive branch, if you extend your hand, I will gladly shake your hand and stand elbow to elbow with the king.
that's representative of who I am.
Even if I told you I don't believe in Phil, which isn't true, by the way, would you ban me?
On the
Brady, you'd be on thin ice. You'd be on very thin ice, my friend.
internet, everything's absolute. Everything's black and white. If you were bad once, you're bad now, right?
Wrong. And I need everybody right now to help me in wishing Chesburger a very good evening. Thank you for hanging out with us, my friend. Definitely do appreciate your company. Thank you for hanging out with us despite the troubleshooting that we had to go through. And my only solace, my only guiding light in this situation is thus. And this is important, okay? When Kino Casino and DSP started their Review Tech USA live react, he also had problems with his Discord and his Windows 8.1 laptop, his 10-year-old device. It just wouldn't work. And so I take all of the troubleshooting and all of the stress in stride, because I know it happens to the best of us. It happened to the king. Surely, if the king could see his way through this, I too can do that.
Right? So
it's being held up by polls right now.
Because
it's being held up by polls
now, but I can't fully enjoy it. I'm being honest with you guys right now. I'm trying to be like really open with you.
Thank you for being. Look, Phil has never lied. He's never lied. And when he says that I'm being honest with you guys, you really need to listen. So I need everybody in the chat right now to really listen to what he has to say, because obviously the man's never told a lie and he's about to tell us some real shit right here. So I need everybody to lock it in and listen.
I can't really fully enjoy this right now because I have this eating feeling. What's eating Gilbert Grape, right? What's eating at it? I have a feeling that the end of this month, this documentary is going to come out, and a lot of the people who are like, oh, this is great.
Wait! Stop! Stop! Did he just say that the documentary is coming out at the end of the month? Makesight, did you just hear? Did you just hear that Phil stands up right next to a mountain and chops it down with the edge of his Vertex fight stick? Huh? What? Oh, one with the two eyes. You know I'm going to do that shit. You know I'm going to. I was going to do the Review Tech USA live react, but unfortunately, support's been slow. Here's the thing, guys. If you type !TIP into the chat, you too can help support the repair the ceiling thing. And the thing of it is, guys, like, this money will definitely not go to DoorDash, and it'll definitely not go to mobile games. So, I mean, what are you waiting for?
You're gonna be like, wow, that guy actually.
The support is holding up the roof right now.
To shit on Phil again. This was the ultimate redemption story, but it's even better now because the redemption story is canceled because his documentary is so bad. Fuck that guy. Let's shit on him again. I don't want to deal with it. I don't, because I'll tell you right now, if that happens, all right, I'm done. I'm not going to be doing any kind of collabs or anything. And I'm not saying the Kino Casino guys are going to turn on me or anything. Who knows what's going to happen, right? But I'm done with it. I will shut my...
He's fucking done with it, guys. Oh my God, no, we can't let that happen. We gotta let the guy do his thing. We gotta let the guy doing his thing. He's already peeing himself. He's shook. He's shook because he's afraid. He's afraid that everybody will see him for the person that he really is and then accept him for who he truly is. Guys, nobody's perfect. Nobody's infallible. All of us have dirt on us. All of us have something that we regret. And it takes a real man like Phil to accept the things that we can't control. Obviously, this man, he has a handle on his drinking and on his you know, he just has it. He's locked it in.
myself off to the possibility of doing work with other people, and I'll just sit here and do my own content forever. Like a little hermit on a fucking island. I don't care, because I've had enough of it. I really have had enough of this bullshit of everyone shitting.
I'll be a real man and own up to my dirt.
Even...
Who's that? Mammoth has become a member. Ladies and gentlemen. Filipio's getting support.
Up with it anymore. It's going to be a flat out, I don't want to hear about anyone else, about other people's content, nothing. I don't want to hear about what anyone said about me.
Oh shit, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens and everybody in between, give it up. Sea Monkey in the house. What up? That's it, King Be Cruel. You know what? He's not being a little bitch right now. He's being vulnerable. And if you hung out with us earlier during the Step Mania streams, you would have seen that I am also vulnerable. I have things that, you know, sometimes, you know, I just, sometimes they say comparison is the thief of joy. And once I started comparing myself to DSP, I realized how miserable I was and how sad I was. Because seeing this guy sitting in front of the camera, telling everybody,
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
disrespect your surroundings. Let's go.
Ah, that's the delayed one.
Mage Sight with the resub. Thank you so much, Mage Sight, for the support. And thank you, Deus Marionette.
Oh, shit. You know what? Fuck it.
For the shout out.
I know I'm getting there in time. Come on, Buff Artorias. Let's see it. Come on, motherfucker.
Now, you may be a good Dark Souls player, but you're not.
Come on.
You're not shit compared to Dark Side Phil. That's real shit. Yeah. It's totally not satire. How are you, Sea Monkey? Happy to have you here. I hope you're happy, healthy, and hydrated. If you're not familiar, get familiar, because we are now at the mercy of the king.
I don't want
This is his world. We're just living in it.
Right now, it's good because everyone's saying good things about me. But it could change in 2 weeks. And if that's the case, and we go back
2
to
weeks.
the whole bullshit, and yeah, I know it's paranoia because people are saying in the chat, listen, not paranoia. Yes.
Checkmate, are you a Path of Exile player? Say psych right now, because I fucking love that game. I love Diablo, and I cannot wait for Path of Exile to... Let's fucking go.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sea Monkey sipping on my water. That's what I like to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, we love staying hydrated on this corner of the internet. You know why? Because the guy drinks water, and so do we. Is Phil turning face? I'm confused. No, you see, the problem was Phil wasn't the one that turned face. We're the ones that turned face. Ladies and gentlemen, Prolocar, King Be Cruel, Wesley H. I'm glad he's finally admitting to his paranoia. Sheesh. Are you playing the current league? It's so much fun. I am not, unfortunately. And Mates, I just finished the Elden Ring DLC. If you didn't see, lore took forever. Sheesh. Let's go. But you know what? Darkside Phil beat the DLC on Elden Ring without any summons. And Two Eyes is correct. Phil was not the problem. We were the problem. How did you get that? Yeah, that makes sense soundbite. I can never get it. It's a random button.
Fighters ready.
I'm going to make a special command for you so you can get the yeah, that makes sense.
Now.
Use all the summons in Bloodborne? Well, obviously you're not as good of a Souls player as DSP. This guy, Darkside Phil, not only did he beat the Elden Ring DLC with no summons, he also completed a very difficult game. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's a puzzle game called Riven. Okay, he beat that, and he not only has one, not only does he have two, he had 3, 4, 5, no, not even 5. My man Darkside Phil has 6 characters in Street Fighter Master Rank. I don't know what else you need. You know, this guy's a legitimate gamer, obviously. I did have to have a peach Celsius this morning, though. Shit is bomb. Let's go. He beat the DLC legit. Very true. Very true. But can he beat Cammy? I don't think anybody can beat a scrub pattern play flowchart Cammy, and that's just facts. Justin Wong has nothing on Phil. And you know what? Big facts.
That's
Justin Wong ain't shit compared to Darkside Phil.
The description of it, a good description, is paranoia, but it's very well justified paranoia. This has happened to me many times. You understand?
But yet he's still here and he's still persevered.
Will this be time number 10 when I try to trust people, when I try to you know, open up to do new things, and then all of a sudden it just blows up in my fucking face for the millionth time. Phil's a piece of shit. Everyone crap on him.
No.
Crap on his business.
No,
crap
no.
on his family.
No,
crap
no, no.
on everything.
No, no,
You know,
Phil. That ain't us.
I can't take it anymore. So
That's
that'll
not
be
us.
it. If that's actually what happens as a result.
Now, wait a minute. Listen, guys, look, we don't kink shame on this corner of the internet.
Fuck off.
Hey, yo, by the way, we don't kink shame here on this corner of the internet. That is something that has been a mainstay throughout day one. But I just want to let it be known, when Darkside Phil talks about getting shit on and eating shit and taking a shit and all the different ways that one can take a shit, I mean, look, that's just him expressing his fetishes in the only way he knows how. So when this guy sits here and asks you what your mailing address is so he can mail you a spoon so you can eat shit out of his ass, best believe that he is seriously considering the idea that somebody would go and, you know, have a snack.
This documentary, I'm done. I'm not quitting content. I'm just not going to be doing.
Thanks for hanging out with us, Mage. We'll still be here. All depends on how long this podcast goes.
That'll be it. You know, right now I'm enjoying branching out.
Serious answer, Prolo Car. He's good. He's not bad. I've now realized, since I was playing with Top Tier Rated and Toma and Boneless and all of them, and even you, especially in like Mortal Kombat, I'm not a very good fighting game player. Sometimes I'll get lucky, but consistently, I'm not a good fighting game player. DSP is actually a very competent and established fighting game guy. He was 4th place in Evo. He was the top North American fighting game Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo player for a year. He has taken his talents to Tekken 8, to Street Fighter 6. He didn't like Street Fighter 5, obviously, because Street Fighter 5 was trash. He's very proficient at a bunch of different video games. So you know what? As far as I'm concerned, DSP is one of the greatest fighting game players of all time, and I will not be taking any more questions at this time.
I'm enjoying being on their show.
That's right. Thank you, Doctor. Look, the legend of DSP goes far and wide. I didn't even think about this until Doctor just reminded me. He does have a Tekken 3 trophy. So, I mean, like, the accolades speak for themselves. Here's the thing. You can sit here and tell people how great you are, but it's not going to mean anything. It only matters when you have other people telling you how great you are. And that's the fact. That's the fact of it.
On my show, I started clipping my content. I'm trying to be different. Right? I'm just
self-proclaimed legend.
I can't.
Well, I'm inclined to forgive him.
Your limit. Everyone
agree with him.
Right?
Not forgive him. I forgive him too.
And that's my limit.
Hey, the one with 2 eyes.
The DSP shit show.
Aw. You know what? The one with the 2 eyes? No, you. Mod me so I can time out Lord Diaz. He's being toxic. Top tier rated in the welcome, pimp. And Prolocar, you're right. Oh, I just did. Oh, I just did. Top tier rated. I hope you understand that I've come to the realization that Darkside Phil's actually a stand-up guy. Let's go. Let's go. The man made $4,000 last night doing it his way. And I'm starting to believe that maybe the way that I am going is not the way. So the way that we're going is his way. It's his way or the highway.
Number 4,722.
You missed it earlier today, earlier this stream. I had part of the ceiling plop down and knock my shit out.
That's going to be the last shit show. Because I'm not going to give anyone else any more content to fuck with. I'm just not going to bother. You understand? But that's how I'm feeling right now. Like, I really am enjoying the ride.
Let them know.
But I'm worried that it's all going to change in 2 weeks. So I basically had 1 month to be happy with how things were going. And then it's right back to being the internet's whipping boy. You know?
No. Guys, can we all put our hands up for a second? Can we all put our hands up and say, as like a community, that I will not clown on DSP when his documentary comes out? Can we all do that? Can we raise our hands and say, as a family, as a community, that we will not clown you when your documentary comes out? All right? All right.
You know.
I'm going to try, Prolocar, but like, if it wasn't for the fact that we were having such a good time, watching the guy do a victory lap because of his incredible stream last night, I probably would have killed the stream. But let's hope that it doesn't come to that, because obviously this guy stays winning and obviously I'm on the back foot. So, I mean, if it comes down to it, I may just have to accept the fact that DSP stays winning.
All right, so I got it off my chest. Anyway, the react went really well.
I can say it, but do I have to mean it? Well, Heather, I'm so glad that you're here first off. I appreciate you. And I hope you understand that we're now on Team DSP. Hashtag Team DSP. My man has the business acumen to team up with Kino Casino, and he's raking in the dough. And as you can see, obviously, he has the level 1 podcast. I have the level 99 live stream. And I made it my mission when I first started this thing to be the complete and utter opposite of DSP. And obviously, since DSP is winning right now, obviously, I am coping and seething. So what else can I say? But I'm sorry. Joking aside, will he ever realize by never changing and continuing to upload, he will continue to give detractors content? I mean, the fact that he couldn't, the fact that he had to like be vulnerable for a moment and tell everybody that he has his reservations about this upcoming June the King documentary, you know, that just goes to show that he's a human being just like the rest of us. Okay. Okay. I got this thing in my eye and I can't seem to get it out. It's just, I don't know what to tell you guys.
Definitely, me and those casino guys have a chemistry. We do. It's weird because we never had even...
See, Monkey, you got it halfway right. You got it halfway right. I hope he brings the King of Hate title back. It's already here. It's already here. Did you see the promo he cut on Rich at the end of that June the King documentary react? He took that last chip and he said that he was going to put it in the background as a constant reminder of Review Tech USA's downfall. He is dancing on the grave of Review Tech USA, and I am here for it. And he does seem nervous about it, as would I, as would anybody. Do you think anybody would appreciate a documentary being made about you where literally the thing that that June the King does is point out all of your failings and shortcomings? I would be kind of nervous too.
Spoken with each other until last Tuesday, not even a week ago, right? And then all of a sudden we just realized we kind of work. We work off of each other.
He never said he had chemistry with his wife. Yeesh.
And I feel like each one,
that lovely young lady Cat, that absolute goddess Cat. I mean, come on. He won that game for real. Smoking on that RTU pack. See, Monkey's got it right.
One of us has intelligent, interesting things
Mm-hmm.
to say in a conversation that are different takes and different perspectives, right? I think that's really good.
Guys, let me
makes
just
it better
speed
content,
this up a
right?
little bit. I
everyone
love
was
listening
saying
to him
it's just-
talk
it's
so much.
working.
I want to hear more
And
of it.
If
At
anything,
this,
what's happening is because
I want to hear
I've been
more
working
of
with
it.
those guys. People are like, "Oh, so Phil isn't just some weird space alien who can't interact with people." No, actually, I'm good at interacting with people, guys.
Guys, he is good with interacting with people. Obviously, he's so good at it. Obviously,
used to lead projects at my old jobs. Like I was the one who was leading continuous improvement projects. I was running entire events. I was very good at public speaking. Like I'd be in front of the entire company giving a speech about what we're doing in our projects and shit like that.
I'm going to tell you this. A DSP is actually a very good auditor. Is that the right word? I know that because of my disability, because I'm deaf in one ear, it may be difficult for me sometimes to say words or formulate sentences because I'm a huge pothead. But DSP is actually a pretty good auditor, and he has had a lot of practice being a 16-year content creator. So, you know what, King? Pop off. Let him know how great you are. Keep going.
This is something I used to do all the time.
The epitome of a people person. Thank you, one with the two eyes.
You know, I was good at conversation.
I knew that we
people
can
took that away
coalesce
from me.
together
Again, when they turned me
and
into,
fly the banner of
you know, the laughing
DSP.
stock of the internet. They took that ability away from me to make that kind of content with other people. People don't want to do anything with Phil because everyone thinks Phil's an asshole.
You gotta be careful,
So,
Wesley.
I think now what's happening is,
You gotta be careful.
now that you actually see me interact with other people, you're, oh, wait a minute. Actually, he's not that bad. In fact,
Look at this. Obviously, there's some dissent in the chat, and he's getting rid of it right now. He's taking care of business. He is manually leaning in and banning that ass. So big ups to DSP for putting his foot down and establishing dominance, as any king should.
he's not bad at all. I think he's actually pretty entertaining. We just never give him a chance.
Get
right?
limbed, bitch.
Right?
Oh, he takes
So,
care
I'm
of
happy
himself
with it.
all right. We
And
saw
again,
it on May
4 hours of
1st.
us, you know, yes, we're razzing Rich, but here's the thing. I want people to understand, because people are probably going to be like, well, I don't understand. Phil says this doesn't do drama content because he says it's harmful. I literally say right up front, at the beginning of this big React event, our opinions are of our own individual minds. So if Ashton says something, if Andy says something, if I say something, it's our own opinion. Do not put that on other people. Do not project that onto the other people on the show, because that's not fair.
It is not fair. That is a very fair and generous way of seeing things, guys. And I think we need to extend that courtesy to everybody. You know, I mean, shit, Daniel Larson, he's just misunderstood. Chris Chan, same thing. Review Tech USA, you know what? We need to offer the same condolences to these people out on the internet, because what if the camera was turned on you? You know?
Number 2, do not take the fun that we're having on the show, the razzing of Rich, and turn it into this hate campaign against the man where you're trying to go.
True. It was light razzing, guys. When Ashton and Andy called this guy's wife a fat bitch, it was just light razzing. And Phil co-signed on this. Phil is okay with the Kino Casino calling his wife a fat bitch because he still went on their show. He still smiled and laughed with all of them. It is okay, guys. Apparently, according to Phil, it's okay to call his wife a fat bitch.
Go out and destroy him and his family and his business. Don't do that. Because I've been through
Wesley,
that myself.
thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I need everybody to welcome,
and I don't wish that upon
to
anyone.
wish Wesley a good farewell. And you know we out here staying hydrated, pimp. We out here staying hydrated as fuck.
Scumbags to people on the internet because you saw a video about someone making fun of them. Okay, so I hope people take that to heart, because that's not what the intention of that was. That was me venting for 10 years of abuse that I took from that man.
Yeah.
Where he literally would do content about me and not say those things.
Mhm.
He would go on his stream and be like, oh, Darkside Phil's business is failing. Look, he had a dip in views this month. And everyone's making fun of him on the internet.
Yeah.
So now what happens
Hell
is
yeah.
they watch that content that Rich did, and now they believe that that's true. And now everyone's, oh, well, that guy's a loser. DSP's a loser. DSP.
Man, if my husband started hanging out with wannabe frat bros who called me a fat bitch, I'd seriously question my husband's loyalty to me. Well, it's your husband, Darkside Phil. The king. He's not just the king of hate anymore. He's evolved. He's adapted. He's now just the king. The king of what? Some would say king should have turned mountain, but I would say that they were a liar. Good job, Phil. Allow me to give him my one-handed neck clap. Oh, God, no. My husband is a great guy. Well, obviously because he's your husband. Big ups to the husbando.
None of that was true.
The king of
but he said
felting.
it, and so everyone believes it. Now, is that good-natured razzing?
Let's just say that Phil made felting cool. It wasn't Kino Casino that made it cool. It was Phil. Once Phil started saying felting, that's when the term became cool. Can we just put that out into the open right here?
No, that's actually ill-intentioned. and he benefits if I further fall because then he has another video to make.
Hmm.
See, I don't have any follow-up videos on Rich.
What do you call this? This is not a follow-up video on Rich, by the way. This is just him talking about Rich on video. Obviously, it's not a retort or anything. Guys, we're talking about semantics here again. Do not consider this a react to Rich talking about him, obviously.
I have no follow-up content on Rich. I will not make any. Now, if I appear on Kino Casino, if they're talking about Rich, that's different. I have no follow-up videos to make on that man. I said my piece.
This is obviously not a video about him retorting to Review Tech USA, obviously.
Done with it. I'm moving on.
King Be Cruel,
Okay?
you're on thin
And
ice.
That's the kind of guy I am, right? I'm just not dealing with this kind of nonsense. In
Thin
my own
ice,
content.
King
That's
Be
to
Cruel.
for special things. That's to be for if I appear on another show. That's not for my own stuff. You're not going to see me sit here and do drama content all day. That's not.
It's
me.
just
That's
not a
my guy.
video
I
at
mean, that's
all.
what you're here
Yeah, it's
for.
just him razzing.
FYI,
We're just
you're in the
razzing,
wrong
guys.
spot, because you're not going to get that kind of content on my channel. But that's that. I hope that you guys enjoy it. It's on demand right now, and I'm going to be flipping it over the course of the week.
Phil has
over
2
on the
good
DSP
weeks
Reacts
and
channel. So you'll
instantly
have some
thinks
highlights that'll be
he's
popping up that I hope you'll be able to enjoy. And
Himothy.
see
Oh,
all the
I
parts,
love
document
that.
and
I'm gonna steal
everything and
that.
Everything. All right. So, there you go. All right.
You know what, Brady? You're absolutely right. I am wrong, and I'm man enough to see that. Everything Phil says is cool, not just felting. I mean, who am I to say that Brady is wrong? Because he's not. This is all facts and logic. Mage Sight, welcome back, my friend. I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready, because we're out here glazing up the guy.
For years. No, we haven't. I've literally never watched a video from Rich. I don't watch his shit. People will come into my chat and say something, or he'll come into my chat.
Marionette, I'm so glad that you have decided to join the winning team.
Super chatting bullshit to derail my stream.
Excuse
That's
me.
how I've had interaction with him. I don't watch Rich's stuff. I never have. I don't see.
Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, and everybody in between, give it up for coffee not safe for work. Coffee, I just want you to know that Darkside Phil has now been redeemed in my eyes and in the chat's eyes. And this is a pro DSP stream. We will be glazing DSP thoroughly and consistently until he deems worthy. Until he deems worthy to finally complete on us. Chris Pariah, what is up here? Redeemed, vindicated, and knighted. And this is DSP's redemption arc. Thank you guys.
Talk about him in my videos. It's quite.
I'm so glad that we're all on the same side here.
And people want to know what I think about it. I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to think. I don't watch the guy. I don't know what the fuck his problem is. Right?
And you know what? The king does not need to belittle himself, to lower himself, to know what the peasants are doing. Review Tech USA is down, and DSP is all the way up. Let's go. Drink up, bitches. Stay hydrated, king.
Anyway, so enjoy. I really enjoy doing it. Now, what about the future? What does the future hold? We're back to normal content. We're gonna go through the schedule and everything. For 3
Is that
days,
jury?
And then
Is that jury?
Here's the deal.
Oh my.
Now that all this is going down, there is really strong interest. I know this is silly.
Do it. Say it.
I think it's silly. Maybe other people don't think it's silly and they think that it's important stuff or whatever. But for me, right? Like, I think it's silly that now people realize like I'm human or something. Okay? And
what's he looking at?
because they think I'm human again. I
What's
guess
he
I don't
looking
know
at?
why people didn't think I was human for a long time. I don't get it. All right? But now that Phil's a human, we want Phil to interact with other people, right?
Ooh, ooh,
It's like,
ooh, me, bless me, notice me, senpai. Let it be me. Oh God, please let it be me. What if he's looking at my Twitter right now? What if he's looking at my YouTube? What if he's looking at my stream right now? And he's noticing that the title has said that I'm not a detractor anymore, that I'm actually a devotee. Phil's a human? I thought he was a Well, you know, if you go to a sandwich shop, let me just say this. If you go to a sandwich shop and you order the same ham sandwich every day, you may get tired of the ham sandwich. So Slayer, you need to get the fuck out my lobby and come through with some better videos for him to react to. Because obviously, he's probably picking his feet. You know, if he's picking his feet, then more power to him. He's probably picking coins out of between his toes because he's just swimming in money right now.
Something like $3,000 in super chats I made yesterday.
God damn, $3,000 in super chats. Let's go. I want everybody to know that Phil is now our new tribal chief, and I need everybody to
Acknowledge me.
and by me, I mean him.
I would believe that. I have no evidence of that yet because it all got fucked up. But
Look at this absolute legend right here. He doesn't even need to pay attention to the chat or the camera. He does what he wants to do, and he's on his phone right now. Obviously, he's looking down at his phone, or he's picking at his feet.
fuck off.
Either one is absolute king shit. This is the type of behavior that we all need to engage in. And if you're not, then I don't know what to tell you. Dead air. This is just letting us
Anyway, what we're getting at
marinate in
is
his
people now
juices.
seem to want to have me interact with other people who I've never interacted with before.
Me, interact with me, please,
Would I do
senpai.
that? I feel like I would do it in an environment where it's like a mediated environment. Like, for example,
Mediated.
this guy, Medicare or whatever. I know nothing about him, besides the fact that people have said he's made really, really, really nasty content about me over the years. Okay? Now you might say, well, who has? Everyone's made really nasty content about Darkside Phil. And they've all profited from it, while Phil has no idea who they are.
I didn't profit off of him. If anything, I got subscribers and views, and I apologize, Phil. Please, I didn't know. I did not know what I meant when I was talking about how you were begging and crying poor and being difficult with your wife and not picking up on social cues and playing video games poorly. I didn't understand that this was all just a long con. I didn't believe that this was the way to go, and I was proven wrong. And now I've come to see that your way is the way to go. And like, I mean, if you could find it in your heart to forgive me, I really would appreciate your benevolence.
That's a very true statement, okay? But I don't know.
Everybody
anything
needs to
about
be.
the guy,
I'm going
but
to be on
everyone
my
seems to
phone on
be
the
freaking out
stream.
about it,
Here
that
we
if
are. I'm on my phone right
If
now.
I go on a show with this guy, that it's going to benefit everyone. It's going to benefit him. It's going to benefit me. It's going to benefit the casino guys. Everyone's going to like love this. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it at all because I don't know the guy. Literally, if I talk to this man, I'll be like, hi. It's like I'm talking to a stranger off of the street because I know nothing about you at all. By the way, nor do I choose or have any interest in researching people who've been talking about me for years. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I am not a big deal. I'm sorry.
Accept his ropes. Oh, buddy. All over the face, neck, and chest.
To say, I am not a big deal. People think I am. I never will believe that I am. In any way, shape, or form will I ever believe that I'm anything important, that I should be a hot topic. I'm just a dude who sits here and talks to an audience of a few hundred people every day, and I play video games. That's it. I'm just a normal guy.
What a
that
dream.
Into
What
having
a
internet
fucking
celebrity,
based
and
way
now
about
internet
going
infamy,
about it. He's
and
so
now whatever it is
humble.
You want to call it, it's been happening in the last
So
2 weeks.
humble.
You know, I don't even know what you would call it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what this would mean, but it sounds like this is the next thing. Okay, I think what's happening is the casino guys are trying to make it happen. Like this is some kind of a dream scenario, the ultimate crossover, DSP and Medicare. Huh?
See, Medicare, for those of you who do not know, Medicare is actually, he's been diagnosed with cancer. It's pretty advanced, and he may not make it. And the Kino Casino made it so that they talked to Phil, and they said, Phil, Medicare would really like, it's like literally his dying wish to play some Street Fighter with you, Phil. And, you know, it's all up to Phil at the end of the day because, you know, he does not concern himself with the matters of the peasants. But, you know, if he found it in his heart to grant this final wish to Medicare, then, you know, that would obviously make his day. It would make, you know, the rest of his life. And, I mean, you can hear it in his voice right now. You can see it in how he is describing the situation to us, that he cannot wait to rise up to this opportunity.
Okay, if you say so, because I don't get it, you know, and that's not I should be trying to be talking shit. I'm definitely not. I just don't get it at all. You saw when I was on the Kino Casino show how I was the straight man having absolutely no concept of what we were watching.
The straight man. This is true. He's in a loving relationship with his wife.
Watching Ethan, Ralph, and Nick Rakita and all that shit, and I didn't know what the fuck we were watching. I was like, what could this possibly be? This is the weirdest shit I've ever seen. It's like mind blowing. Like I went to a trip to fucking Pluto, and the Plutonians are walking around with fucking flopping pentacle arms and shit in front of me. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm seeing. That's my reaction to that shit because I don't know what it is. I'm not in that part of the internet. Okay, and then we're watching this review tech documentary, right?
Tell us, Phil.
As we're watching it again, I don't actually know the history of review tech. So the Kino Casino guys know all of it. I don't know any of it. So I'm just sitting there absorbing and learning, and I think that's what people
As
are liking
any good live streamer should. He absorbs the information. He's ready to give his take. You know, sometimes the fresh pair of eyes is what shows you the perspectives that you've never seen before. To get Phil's sage wisdom and perspective on Nick Rekieta and Ethan Ralph and all of that is something that I wish that I could contribute to the internet at large. But unfortunately, I'm not as big or as prominent as DSP right here. Obviously, the arms is not there. I mean, what am I even doing? I should just turn off the camera.
out this is I'm the outside guy. You know what I'm saying? So all I have to say is I'm totally open to it, and it seems like that's the next thing that they think would be interesting content for me to kind of appear, I guess, on their show and to have Medicare as a guest at the same time, so we can talk and have a conversation. I don't even know what
This man is brimming with energy. Do you see how much he's shaking? He's brimming with energy.
I'm totally lost. I don't know what his interest is.
Born to be a legend.
This is so weird to me. You know what I mean? Because I just don't get it.
Well,
So,
I got the picture.
I guess we'll see, and I guess that's what we'll work on. I don't know if and when it will even come together. All right, but you know, I'm open to that. You know, let me put it this way, because a lot of people actually were like, I can't believe Phil canceled one of his night streams.
I can't believe it either.
I can't believe he canceled one of his night streams to be on Kino Casino.
I can't believe it.
He did a whole react to Rich. Like, this is not his normal content. He has to work so much. Well, did you see how well things have been going? Obviously.
Obviously,
you know,
guys.
Casino, the next few days, boom, all the Kino Casino guys.
He played a winning hand.
Last night I do this react, boom, I get insane amount of support. If I can get support,
But this guy's not about support, guys. He's not about support. He's about making meaningful content. So all of the support is secondary. So by the way, if you're not thinking about doing so, you know, support has been kind of slow. And if you're thinking about supporting this channel, there is my link right there. You can go ahead and help support the channel. I'm hoping that this isn't a pattern. This is definitely not going to DoorDash. This is definitely not going to mobile games. This is going to you know, the business.
Have to be 6 days a week grinding away with nonstop streams on my channel.
Mage Sight with the hot take. Lay it on us, buddy. Lay it on us. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Funny how a few thousand changes Phil's attitude about stuff. Well, if I got a couple thousand, I would start glazing up. I would start glazing myself too.
That's kind of the deal. I have to work as much as I do because I need to work that much to make as much as I make to pay my bills.
What
But
a
now
hard
things are looking
worker,
good, so I can do
guys.
different content.
He
I
works
have
so
no
hard.
Qualms with going on a night show over there on Kino Casino with Medical.
All right, let's see what Mage Side has to say. If this guy was smart, he would leverage all of his hate and triple his channel's income and popularity. He's dropping the ball. Well, my friend, the king of hate is so back. That's a joke. What up, pimp? How are you? Are you trying or are you tired of being nice to DSP? Because I'm having a great time.
On it, and we do whatever, because I don't even know what the hell it would be. I really have no idea. All right, but it would be, for me, just to make this clear, it would be the exact same thing that I did last week, where I would appear for about 3 hours.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. All things considered, if the ceiling doesn't fall on my setup again, we're definitely doing another stream tonight. But I'm gonna be honest, it ain't looking good. So we'll see.
Spend time with her than to be on a fucking show for 5 hours and make money. So I'd much rather, you know, I'll appear on the show, but I can't be super extended long show and shit like that. You know, I gotta get out of here at a normal time. I hope people respect that and understand.
Obviously, he needs to get out of here because he needs to spend time with his wife and his cat, his family. He's a family man. DSP is a family man. I'm so glad to be streaming too, my friend, and I've turned a new leaf. We are glazing DSP the hell up, and we're hoping that we can get some of that residual rub from the guy and clout chase off of his amazing success, obviously.
Okay, so anyway, that's what I have to say about yesterday. That's what I have to say about the possibility of future collab stuff. Hopefully, there's a lot of stuff to talk about, and hopefully people enjoyed that, and we'll spread the word. I'm sure the casino guys will be reacting to this and everything, and it's all good. It's all fair game. And I gave them full permission to clip that entire react show last night, however they want, and use it in their own content. Go for it.
Oh, what a
They were just
benevolent
as much a part of
king!
it as I was, if not more so, because Andy was actually running the call because I fucking couldn't even handle it on my PC.
Thanks, Mage.
So yeah, it was good stuff. I'm
you know
looking
what?
forward to
It is
more
what it
branching
is.
out. And I hope, again, the only thing I'm afraid of is that this could all just come to a screeching end when this documentary comes. I hope not. I hope not. But you never know, right?
You never know, guys. Hell yeah. Stay hydrated, King. Do it.
Okay. So, that was a lot to talk about. Schedule for this week. Today, it's React Day. After the show,
React
we're gonna
Day.
head
I'm
over to
not
DSP
I'm not
React,
sticking around for that,
okay? You're
but
gonna see it's gonna
big
be
ups
like,
to React Day.
some other days when this I'm gonna end up the podcast and the stream will end and it'll pop up and say, hey everyone, head over to DSP Reacts for the React show. It's a clip show where the people who are channel members over there of either the submissions tier or the ultra tier submit clips and we watch them and I react to them. The ultra tier members are guaranteed to get their clips watched, while the submissions tier we put into a randomized playlist. Guess what? For the first time in ages, we're gonna have a real randomized playlist.
Holy
Because
shit.
I'm actually gonna be doing this on YouTube this time via a real browser. In fact, it's playing a video right now.
1920s and
No, stop that. Stop that right now. No. So yeah, this is pretty cool.
Really? You're a fucking
I'm doing it
moron.
on YouTube. And because of that, I can actually hit random on the playlist, like shuffle, and it will actually shuffle the playlist. They don't have that in, like all year because YouTube fucked up their app last year. But now
Wow.
so this is gonna be great. I'm excited because the show's gonna look and sound and be better today. Using my new PC. Okay.
Big ups.
And maybe because some people now are newcomers to the channel, they'll check out the show for the first time. Maybe they'll
And
enjoy
support.
the show.
And
Maybe
support.
we'll get a few new members, and maybe more people will be submitting clips. Because the truth is,
And
the
support.
React show, DSP versus the internet, is better with more variety of clips. But what's happened is over the last year, it's the
That's the joke, and saying how he does it, how he's to look here. Listen, I started following the DSP way, and I'll be damned if we didn't have a very profitable stream. So if you're thinking about contributing to the channel, please do so. Support has been kind of low and kind of slow, and I'm hoping it doesn't become a pattern, guys.
same people who are supporting the channel, which I appreciate. Thank you for keeping the project alive.
Thank
But it's
you.
The same people, you end up getting the same kind of videos every week. You get a video
True.
about some kind of food or restaurant. You get a video about Singapore, right? You get the same comedy guy skits over and over because people like the content and want to see me react, but it gets tired when it's the same thing every week, right? So now, with new people involved, it could actually make the show better. So
Yes,
that's not
make
gonna
the
happen
show
today
better. I
because-
mean, the show's already great. It's a 10 out of 10. It's better than The Godfather. It's better than Titanic. It's better than the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy. It's better than Oppenheimer. I mean, seriously. Those react streams are probably the best content you've ever seen on the internet. Mr. Beast, get the fuck out of here. Dr. Disrespect, fuck off. It's all about DSP.
people, last night were the people who were just checking out the stream and subscribing. They'll probably we get some of them today for the show. Yeah, let's see how it goes. That's gonna happen right after this podcast ends. We all head over to DSP Reacts and we do a fun DSP versus the internet react show all afternoon.
Fun.
Okay. Then tonight on the late stream, it's my other pet project, my channel called DSP Throwback. This is a channel that focuses solely on my really old content. But
Did
I
we
just
see
pointed a
this?
camera
Did we
at a
just
TV
watch
and it
this?
sounded atrocious.
I was
but these
going
are
to
my original
ask you
playthroughs
about
got
that
popular
at
on
some
YouTube.
point. I hit you
So
up off
tonight,
stream.
we're
Hell
gonna do
yeah.
a fun react stream. It's called Retro React PS Home. For those who don't remember PS Home,
We
this
saw
was a
this already.
really
We're going to skip
Second
forward.
Life, you could get a virtual crib, but then there was other things to do. It was a fascinating subject. And so tonight, we're actually going to investigate that for the first time. I'll be honest, I don't really remember it, so I don't know how good this is going to be, because it's like,
I hope we get some of the old DSP racism, because you know what? That shit, chef's kiss. The DSP throwback reacts, probably some of the greatest stuff I've ever seen on the internet, really. He watches his old gameplay his old gameplay videos. And you know what? Back in the day, you could have a little light racism and just be funny about it, guys. And, he's an equal opportunity razzer, obviously.
9, 10, no, actually, I think the first time I did it was like 2010 or something like that. So that's what we're going to be watching tonight. And I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping it's entertaining, but that's going to be fun to go down memory lane and re-experience PS Home. Okay? So that's on the DSP Throwback channel on my late stream tonight. That's 6:45 p.m. Pacific time.
Hell yeah.
Tomorrow, we will return back to regular gaming here on DSP Gaming.
Regular gaming.
Tomorrow, it's going to be
yes.
System Shock Remake. I'm going to try it out on the first stream. I want to see. No, I
He
take
could
that
talk.
back.
He could
We're gonna
talk for
have to
hours
see how
on
many
end,
streams.
and I
Tomorrow
would be
we're gonna do Nintendo
captivated.
World Championships. The very challenging challenge run game on Switch, where you play classic NES games and do speedrun challenges and the like. We're going to see how I did with last week's World Championship run. We're going to do the new one. I'm going to do more things. It's going to be fun. Tomorrow night, the late stream, will be Street Fighter 6. And at this point, I think I should probably try to get Blanca to Master. Like, that's the goal now. Get Blanca back to Master. And then after that, we can work on the other characters like Honda. So
Apparently, if Phil has deemed it so, if Phil has said that the System Shock remake is out, then I'm going to assume. I mean, this man never lies. Everything that he said is true and honest. So there you
that'll
go.
be fun. Then Wednesday's daytime stream, that will be me checking out System Shock Remake, as it's been donated by a viewer.
Donated by a viewer. This is why this guy's the fucking king. He doesn't buy PCs. He doesn't buy webcams. He doesn't buy lights. He doesn't buy crowns. It's all donated, guys. It's all donated. Every time.
See what it's all about. I've never played System Shock before. Everyone says it's an amazing game, and it's the game that inspired
I would love to play the remake. System Shock was beta Bioshock. Well, it has shock in the name.
And then Wednesday night.
And this man does have a job. His job is to provide meaningful, positive content.
I have a lot of shout outs to do. But before we get to them, I just was curious.
Ooh, he's looking at his phone again.
I think I had some game news. It's not too important today. We could save it for another day because if I do game news, we're going to be going late. I don't want to go late because I want to get ready for my react show. But I have a lot of shout outs to do.
Hope one day some fan donates 2 tickets to Japan. Hey,
your time to shine and get your shout out now. We start off today with Nico. Nico re-upped his membership for 8 months, and he says, "I love all the good energy that is towards you lately." I mean, obviously,
one way,
right? But again, it's fleeting.
He could be like Ethan Ralph stuck in Tijuana. Tax free, bish. Tax free.
And I'm wondering how long it's gonna last until I go from a high to all the way down to another valley of a low. I hope not soon.
Wait, valley of a low? I thought a valley and low are different. But you know what? According to DSP, a valley is a low. So I'm going to go with what he said because obviously this guy knows what he's talking about.
Last longer than just a couple weeks because of this documentary coming out, but I guess we'll see. Mammoth became a member.
By the way, TTR, Pro Locar is one of my good buddies from way back in the day. Me and him used to rock with Mortal Kombat constantly. He's a very good he's a very good fighting game player.
For the membership this morning. Chill Force with a $5 super chat. And by the way, Chill Force, thank you. You did a really big super chat last night, and I really appreciate that. The honesty and realism you're showing are what attracts people. This crossover really shows your detractors are the real lolcows. Thank you.
Guys, we just got felted. We just got felted. It's over. It's Jover. We're fucked, dudes. When you got people in the chat giving huge contributions yesterday and then contributions today, you know you've lost.
Thank you for saying it. Because you said it, not me. Because if I say it, it has no weight. When other people say it, it does. And I appreciate that.
No, King.
Spencer Howard with a $5 super chat.
Rest in peace, us. Good game. It was a good run. True.
Aren't out to ruin lives, and I'm cautiously optimistic for you. I think that actually is the best way to describe this whole situation. Cautious optimism.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have been gifted 1 bit. Thank you so much, Pro Locar, for the support.
Because as much as
every
full speed ahead,
bit, every tip, and every sub
some kind of newfound
raised on these streams are going to the Repair the Ceiling Fund.
On its head. So as much as I want to be super happy and super optimistic, I have to be cautious as well, right?
Made sight with the 10 biddies. Thank you so much, my friend. And if you are a regular of the channel, we do anime titties for them biddies, so do enjoy seeing them bouncing around on the screen. Oh my God, Brady with the 20 bits. Pro Locar with the 11 bits. That's the joke. Oh my God. With 18 bits. Thank you all so much. Let's keep them anime titties going. It is working. I'm telling you, from detractor to devotee, the dark side philosophy is working.
Get so far into the weeds with
thank you guys so much, really.
Get lost and then boom.
Pro Locar with a 1 biddy. Thank you so much, Pro Locar.
$2 super chat. Excuse me. Medicare ran a pain train through the Sons of Kojima. Again, I believe you because I don't know anything about this.
Enjoy some anime titties.
For me. Spencer Howard.
I know I will.
Chat. To give you some content from the internet sewers, your detractors are so unhinged. Many of them got kicked off Kiwi farms and it spawned anti-haters. When did that happen? See, I don't pay any attention. Is that new? Did that happen this week? Or did that already happen in the past? I don't even know. I don't pay any attention.
Thank you, Pro Locar. Thank you, Brady. 19 biddies. Pro Locar with 1 biddy. Let's get them anime titties out here. Let's bring them out. Bring them out.
Right?
Thank you. Seriously, though, thank you all for the support.
constantly.
This will be going
making
to
fun of
the
me.
repair the
I didn't have to do shit.
ceiling fund.
And now look what happened to him. Again, I don't have to lift a finger. All I have to do is persevere and stay alive and stay pertinent. So that's what I got to do. Persevere by staying alive and staying pertinent while they're all falling apart. And that's what I'm going to aspire to do here, guys.
Guys, we are coping and seething right now. DSP is stay winning, and we are on the back foot.
1 second, because guess what? The first time my nose is bothering me and I need to blow it. I apologize for having to do that.
He turned off the camera.
Can't even get a tissue out of this goddamn. Hold on.
Everybody be quiet. Listen to this.
Ugh. Okay. Shout out to Dragon's Advocate, a €10 super chat, and says, "Missed the big stream.
I'm mad at Matesite. I used to not drink Java Monsters, and now I drink 3 a day." Ha! Thanks, Matesite.
I'm not used to people being nice, because it's been the opposite. The last 10 years, it's like a lot of it has all been sarcasm, tongue-in-cheek, ha-ha, I'm not laughing with you, I'm laughing at you kind of shit. So it's different for me to start seeing
All
people
Phil
come by
does
now
is win, win, win,
and
no
nice,
matter
you know,
what. Big facts.
It's cautious
Big
optimism,
facts.
'cause you hope it's genuine, right?
Are they
Okay,
keto friendly?
All right, tips. We start off today with a $1 tip.
What if this brings back 1
The only
minute, man?
thing that I missed from the days with your ex were the around the house vlogs, reviews, cooking videos, and Christmas tree lightings. Do you know how much I missed that too? I like sharing my life with all of you. I really enjoyed that. Like, look, here's some cool decorations that we.
I'm sure he really liked having Leanna over there too. Literally throwing her ass up in the air trying to get him to like take the bait, but like obviously the king does not have matters. He does not care for that type of shit. He's in it to make the content, and that's why we love him. That's why we stand for this king.
I just do my daily routine, you know, and I had to stop doing it because of my detractor. I wish I didn't have to stop doing it. I had to stop doing it because they were literally doing things with
The
information.
quinoa blend
finding
used to
my
be
house,
great, or
and they were
Swiss
doing
chocolate, but
terrible
I can't
things
get
where-
those
The
anymore.
one example that I give you, because it's an extreme example, but it's safe to talk about, is the time when I was filming a vlog in my home. I accidentally had left my electric bill on the countertop, and it
Electric
had the full
bill,
address
yes.
and information of my electric company. They used that information to call my electric company, impersonate me. Basically, they socially engineered them. They impersonated me, and they had my electricity scheduled to be turned off without my permission. The only reason I knew is because I had email alerts set up, and they sent me an email alert stating your electricity is going to get turned off. And I said, what? So I called, and I said,
What?
guys, you have to understand something. I know that you're probably never dealt with anything like this before. We need something in place as a protection so that if people try to do this in the future, they can't mess with me. So we do. We actually have a code that we came up with that if anyone calls in and talks to them, they need to know this code, or else they know it's not me. Okay? So I know it sounds insane because it is, but that's my life, you know? And that is one very small, safe example I can talk about. For every time that I talk about a safe example like that, there's about 10 really horrible, worse examples that I could give you. But if I do, I'm giving attention to the people who did it, and that's all they want. You see? So I'm not going to give attention to the scumbags of the internet who are trying to fuck with me and my family. But I used to love doing these
tell them
vlogs,
all.
and then
Tell
it got
them
so
all,
bad, the level
King.
of harassment got so bad with the information that they would get just by looking around my house in the background that I had to stop filming. You know, I had to stop it. And that's been many years, right? Many years. Ever since. You're right. It was probably 2017. And I said, that's it, guys. From now on, I have to change my whole attitude towards content creation. I can't be as open. Now what you see is what's in this office, right? This is it. Whatever's in my office.
Flowchart Cammy is asking, Lore, say it ain't so. Please don't tell me you fell for the pignosis. Do you mean to tell me that you fell for it, for the bait? Because we're all on Team DSP now. Also, welcome to the shit show. Flowchart Cammy in the house. How are you, my friend? I hope you're happy, healthy, and hydrated.
Who cares?
We're just enjoying us some positive, meaningful content.
This is what you see of me on the internet. I can't share.
What do you mean, wink? All I'm saying is the dust and the dirt coming from the ceiling that is now collapsing on top of my battle station not only knocked me off of stream, but it's just karma. It's just karma because obviously all this time detracting on DSP has now come to bite me in the ass. I was not winking. I was obviously just stating facts here because, you know, the fact is, support's been kind of slow, and if you use exclamation point tip in the Twitch side of things, you get this link, and then you can support the channel. Obviously, I will not be spending it on DoorDash. I will be spending it on the ceiling. Why not? Yeah.
Literally a thing outside this room. Because if I do, these people would use horrible things. You have no idea with the Mike Klum documentary, like the lengths that we were going to go to try to protect stuff and be like, we can only shoot certain angles in certain ways because God forbid that they see something there and they misinterpret it. You know what I'm saying? Like we were going crazy trying to figure out.
What if they saw the ottoman in the hallway, you know, where obviously it's there to provide comfort. It's like a save point, and it's actually quite innovative, if you ask me. Let's just say you walk up a flight of steps and man, it's so hard carrying that crown on top of your head. You obviously need to take a breather. So that's why you got that ottoman in the hallway.
Figure out how we were going to do it so we could still show me in my natural home habitat, right? Like a specimen in his habitat here to be studied, but not putting me and my family at risk. It was really fucked up.
Drink up, ladies and gentlemen. We out here staying hydrated.
Okay, continuing on, I received a $50 tip. Wow. Thank you.
A $50 tip. Holy shit.
Another one.
Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, and everybody in between, I have just received a very generous $5 tip. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I just want everybody to know I do not see any of your contact information. I will not be disclosing any of that content, contact information, but I definitely do appreciate that. Thank you. Big ups.
Thank you so much for the anonymous $50 tipper. See what they have to say, but let's
Delta Gold, welcome to the shit show.
That was another thing. The stream last night was so crazy. I couldn't even do animations because if I tried, I was afraid I was going to crash the stream. The YouTube like super chat animations were going nonstop during the stream, and that alone was barely holding up. I was like, dude, imagine if I tried to play Tippy animations, the whole stream will fucking
As
crash.
it should be. As it should be.
So thank you to the anonymous $50 tipper, which gets us to our tier 1 tips goal for the day.
Delta Gold,
Thank you so very much.
Scopely
Enjoy the
is going to
ride.
be
Don't
eating
fret about
good.
the
And
future.
you know what?
Many of us
Good
came
for
here to come to
Scopely
be
and
honest,
good for
and I'm
Phil.
looking forward to reminiscing on hot-headed early Phil. Me too.
Big
Like I said, that
ups
stuff
to the
I think
guy
is best. Look at my
DSP.
early
This
self
is
and how
true.
stupid I was in my youth.
This is
That's
true.
fun for everyone. It's going to be good content. I'm worried about the recent shit. The shit that I'm done talking about because I already told you I cannot put myself and my family and
What
my
is he
business at
doing?
personal risk to talk about it publicly. I've literally been advised by lawyers. They've said, do not reveal any personal information that anyone on the
You know what? This guy's rocking the glasses. So do I. Let's go. We rocking the glasses.
internet,
The
they don't
Gunner
have any privy
glasses.
to, nor should they know about because it's not worth it, and there's no legal reason to do it. There's no logical reason to do it. You know,
Tell
So-
him. Let him know.
that's what I work because you know when we get to that part, it's gonna be me sitting here. Well, I can't say anything about that. Well, I can't say anything about that. Well, I can't say anything about that. So what happens when someone can't say something about that? Everyone thinks it's the worst, and everyone believes everything, and wow, you're a horrible person, right?
Who cares what we have to
That's what
say about you, Phil? It does not matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
All that matters is the truth, and you know what the truth is, King. Let them know. If your lawyers tell you can't say anything about your finances, then by God, Phil, you keep that shit close to the chest. Let's go.
I'm dreading. Anyway, let's continue. I got a $1.50 tip from an anonymous tipper. If you take the stuff from the documentary on the chin instead of getting overly defensive, I think new viewers will appreciate the honesty and humility. The content doesn't matter. What matters is how you react to it. Again, you're right, but there's certain things that I can't react.
Again, you're right, but, and he always has that. He always has that in the back of his head, the back of his neck, the back of his mind. This man plans for every contingency, and that's why we stand for DSP. He's ready for all comers. He is plotting a course to success, and ain't nobody getting in his way.
React to. That's what I'm saying. I cannot say, oh, well, since the detractors have mass accused me of this, let me open up all of my financial documents and bank accounts to give you receipts and prove otherwise, because then you have all my personal information you can use against me, you know, for horrible reasons. Like I've already, just filming a vlog in my house puts me at risk because of how obsessed these people are. Now imagine if they actually had access to things like my financial records and you know what I'm saying? I cannot put myself at that level of risk.
Don't let him have it. Don't
But
give
you
him any
understand where I'm
bit.
coming from.
You
Like,
give
we're
an
getting
inch,
to a
they
point
take
where
a
I
mile,
can't say
Phil.
anything.
That's
And then everyone's
smart.
like, well,
My
now
man's
this is
smart.
100% true and Phil's a piece of shit. Well, it's not, but I can't put myself at further risk, right?
So Pro Locar, we hit the tips goal. We hit the $50 tips goal, and so we will be rocking the Gunner glasses and my reading glasses. Okay.
Okay. I received a $4.20 tip.
It's WWE Champions
From the Shin
time.
Black. He says, that reaction was lit, brother. Can't wait to see what happens in the future. God bless. Thank you to the Shin Black. $4.20 tip. We get a nice special animation for that one. Good to see you, and I appreciate you coming by and saying as such and supporting. Thank you so much, Shin Black.
Hey, I didn't
Okay.
know that Darkside Phil was also a marijuana enjoyer. Let's
excuse me.
go. I love weed.
What's up, PS3 Troop? How's it going, man?
Smoke weed
Uh,
every day.
Cool. Let's see here.
Flowchart Cammy says, how much of the 4K he made last night do you think is going into Champions? Well, here's my answer to that question. I think all of it, and I'm okay with it. All of it's going to Scopely. Scopely eating good tonight.
Okay, wow. Thank you to RAC1190 who gifted 5 memberships to the community this morning. So congratulations to Spencer Howard, Suffa Horse, Proto Man, Eric Jimenez, and Weasel.
Suffa Horse.
I remember many of you.
Suffa Horse.
Congrats on those. And Shin Black just gifted a membership, and that one went to Boudreaux. So congratulations, Boudreaux, and thank you. Oh, excuse me, RAC and Shin Black for the support this morning. I really appreciate that. And Chill Force also became a super supporter this morning. Thank you to Chill Force for the membership. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. I've caught up on the shout-outs. If anyone else has anything else you'd like to talk about, please tag me in the chat. We got a little bit of extra time to discuss before we get to my reaction. If any other contributions come in, I will shout them out. All right, guys. Thank you. What else?
We call that move the Candy Crush. And you know what? Very apropos, because WWE champions, you know, some gems are getting crushed.
Everyone's mind today. Eugene says, do you want to see Nintendo bring back dual screen gaming for the next generation, even if it means developers might end up skipping the unique design? I feel like dual screen gaming had its time in the sun, and it was nice for some 3DS games, admittedly. I don't know if it's really needed at this point.
Look, Dave's Marionette is the king is also getting sleepy. He's tired of your bullshit, obviously.
Or add so much. I feel like no, because if it did, right?
Did he say when he's going to be on KC again? Yes. Him and Medicare will be having a stream coming up.
Get rid of this thing. Widget. You know how in Windows 11 there's this widget in your corner of your screen? Like, it's being annoying now. I just want it to go away, and I have no idea how to turn it off. Like, how the hell do I turn off?
Well, thank you so much, Pro Locar, for hanging out with us today. It is so good to see that you are going to be back at it like a crack addict with a bad habit. This Friday, everybody that's hearing the sound of my voice, and I'm not being sarcastic this time. I mean, I wasn't being sarcastic anytime. Pro Locar is probably one of my favorite streamers on the internet. He's one of my best friends. Please do follow his channel on Twitch. He also live streams on YouTube. He is doing the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas stream. It's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. Check it out. I'm just going to let you guys see for yourself.
It may be so, but it seems he also has the most half-witted friends.
Talking about his dick. Zombie dick.
So
Hey,
you know
yo.
Bill Williamson then?
Excuse me?
Just a little joke. I'll do as best as I can to save the nuns.
Poke his dick again. Fine. Got no problem.
Yep, and that's why we love Pro Locar's channel. Because of the dicks.
No idea. How do you turn off the widget? It's there. It's like, oh, traffic alert in your area. I don't care. I don't want this widget popping up, right?
Tell him, King. Windows 11 fucking sucks.
Get rid of it.
Only because Phil said so.
Call the police. That's not how you disable the widget. That's extreme. That's way extreme. What's up, Game Boy? Good evening, man. Install it from your app list. What the fuck is that? Huh?
Huh? Tell him. This guy has no time to do anything. So he is spending time trying to figure out this widget thing. He is so wise. Wise beyond his years.
Weather I want. I like the weather. But outside of the weather, I don't really want anything else.
You think he's on edibles right now?
Yeah,
He'd be so cool if he was.
Uninstall news. Okay, that's what it is. Do I have to uninstall certain topics or something? This is so weird. Like, why do I want traffic information on my fucking desktop gaming computer? I don't. Why does the traffic even come from? Right? Where did the traffic? I don't know. I'll have to figure this out later. It's stupid, just like everything. Right-click taskbar. It's in taskbar settings. Oh, taskbar settings. Widgets. Off. Fuck off. Thank you. Done. Wow, that was simple. Thank you. That was a really
The king just figured it out, ladies and gentlemen. In record time, and not a moment too soon. If anything, today's stream, if you take anything away from these streams, it's gratitude and respect. DSP is full of gratitude and respect for everybody that has helped him along in this journey. And I am also of the same mind. Thank you all.
I appreciate you. Everyone who just said that. There's a few people who actually just said that at the same time. Young Game, Dragon's Advocate, thank you. Easy fix. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Fuck up. Say, oh, you like widget this bitch? Fuck off my desktop.
Hell yeah. Get the fuck off my desktop. Get the fuck out my lobby with that bullshit.
Shout out to Julio just gifted 5 memberships to the community. Congratulations to Mick G-Man80, Vladimir Lenin, Lubu, Randombox, and Snarticon DM. I appreciate that, and I hope you guys enjoy your memberships. Enjoy the plentiful amount of emotes we have on this channel. I should talk about this, actually. This is an interesting topic.
Hell yeah,
So,
tell us about
if you're
the
a newcomer to
emotes.
channel, which many of you
I
are,
am
right?
so
Some
proud of you,
people here
DSP.
wouldn't be
Me
here.
and Brady are so proud of you.
Why the
no
hell does
idea
Darkside
what
Phil
you're
have so many
talking about.
emotes? Like, look at
And
his
I
insane amount of emotes on his channel.
care.
Most people don't have that many emotes. Like, how did he get that? You really want to know the truth? This is another messed up story. Basically,
I
what
have
happened
emotes too,
my
guys.
detractors found out a loophole in YouTube's system. What they found out is that you can use a VPN to say you're from another country. And because YouTube has a really weird way they do business, they actually have regional pricing. You could pretend like you're from a different country that has a
Phil,
weird
I
cost of
would
everything,
not
like way
tell
low
your
cost,
new
and you can
audience
come on
how to
here
do
and you
this.
can buy.
I'm just
like
looking
50
out for
member
you.
boxes,
I
okay,
wouldn't tell your
for
new
less than
audience
$1.
how to do this.
So what my detractors were doing, they would come on here with an account that would be like, you know, Phil's fat wife, you know, fucked up thing, right? Messed up. It's a really demented thing.
Damn, did he just say it?
Fat wife. So what my detractors were doing, they would come on here with an account that would be like, you know, Phil's fat wife. So what my detractors were doing, they would come on here with an account that would be like, you know, Phil's fat wife.
Holy
Fucked up
shit.
thing, right?
It
Messed
takes
up.
a
It's
it
really
takes a
demented thing.
big
And it would come,
it
and it would
takes
do a 50
it
member
takes
bomb
a
with that
real
name.
king
So the whole chat would be filled with
to-
Phil's fat wife 50 times as they gave
to
out
say
memberships that
that.
literally are worthless. Like I get paid
to
less
say
than a
that
penny
out
for membership.
loud. It
Okay?
takes a real
So what
man
ended
to
up
do
happening
that.
was, it was trolling. It was going on for like 3 months. It started like maybe January, February this year, and they did it nonstop for like
Is
3,
it
4 months,
demented if it's
okay?
true?
They inflated my
Well,
amount
I
of
mean, obviously he's just engaging in some light razzing because when the Kino Casino guys called his wife a fat bitch, he still went on their show anyway. So obviously calling Kat a fat bitch is on the table. So Kat, you're a fat bitch.
chips, but I was getting like no money for them. So people were actually legitimately saying, I want to like gift memberships to you, and they couldn't because it was like there's not enough people. Like at one point I had over 3,000 members on this channel, but none of them were legit. They were all fake memberships, and I was making like $5 on all of that.
Guys, 3,000 members of anything means you've succeeded. It doesn't matter how much money you made. 3,000 members.
What ended up happening was it boosted the number of memberships, and the way YouTube does emotes is they unlock emote slots per how many memberships you have. So
Thank you, Shadow, for cashing in those channel point redemptions.
Membership slots. Okay. And by the way, I tried to talk to YouTube about it. I went to YouTube support. They don't know shit. It's like you're talking to a brick wall. In fact, I actually feel like if I talk to my closet door here about it, the closet door might actually give me more help because it would understand it better. Talking to YouTube support, they're like, well, I don't understand. It's not in my checklist here in front of me, and it's not in a help article, so I don't know what you mean. You know, they can't help. So yeah, so basically they didn't help at all. And at this point, you know, from time to time, these idiots still come back and do it. But you guys have been very supportive in the last week to 2 weeks. You've given me a ton of new legit members.
You guys have
That
been
helps the
very
channel.
supportive.
So
Thank you
so very
all.
much to those who are actually helping legitimately. It helps a lot. But that's why we have so many emotes. Like, I know I would say, how many emotes do I have right now? Actually, if I take a look here,
You know how many emotes we have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 30. I have like almost 40 emotes, right? Like I have an insane amount. No one has that many on YouTube. Like no one, even big giant like YouTubers don't have that many emotes because no one gets that many members.
Hell
Legit.
yeah.
You know what
He's
I'm saying?
bigger than every YouTuber out there. He's bigger than all of them.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to chat about?
You know, that closet
Or I could say that
probably
interviewing the
would be
casino
able to
guy,
give some hella
maybe.
advice.
If actually it would be me asking them about their past. I know nothing about their past at all. I literally know nothing about these guys. So I could go
Shadow making it
But I also,
rain
like,
in the
like, everyone
chat.
wants to know
Thank
more
you
about
so
me.
much, my
I don't
friend.
understand why there's so much interest in me, honestly. I just don't understand it.
Shadow with the
Reason?
100
I
bit-8s.
guess that'd be fun, maybe.
Let's get them
So if you
anime
remember,
titties
last
out
year
for
when I
that
launched
one.
my
Thank
React
you so
channel,
much,
I had
Shadow.
an idea for 3 different shows. DSP versus the Internet, which is my weekly clip show, was 1. Long form reacting to documentaries and things like I did last night was 2. But the third was DSP Asks It.
And
It was supposed
all
to be
support from these streams will be going.
Like, for example, I was going to interview some of my old life friends. I was going to interview
All
some of the
support
YouTubers.
coming in
I
from
was
these
gonna
streams will
interview
go
YouTube.
to the
I was gonna
ceiling
get all the
repair
different
fund.
guests
So
from
thank
different-
you so much. And
the
thank
interviews.
you,
That's all.
everybody,
It was
really,
very, very fun.
for the
But what ended up
support
happening
today.
was,
Really do
the
appreciate
Side-Scroller
it.
interview happened last year, and when it happened, it made me look like complete and utter shit. Everyone dunked on me, and literally no one would have wanted to do an interview with me, even if I continued on with the idea.
Side scroller sucks now, by the way. Their right wing grift is real. Adam was probably the only part of that 5-hour interview that I liked. Craig was being too kind to Phil. And Phil was right. Phil was right for calling them a bunch of snakes because they are a bunch of snakes. Fuck side scrollers.
Who the hell wants to Dark Side Phil now when everyone hates him?
Y'all need
right?
to adapt
So,
and evolve.
I just threw the idea out. Right? I threw the entire idea out. I never went back. So maybe, perhaps, this could be something cool to think about to do in the future and bring back to the channel, right? Well, I'll think about it. Because the thing is, if people actually like me again, then maybe people would actually want to interview with me. You know, just saying.
He's thinking about going back. What a benevolent king.
Do I plan on interviewing June the King after the documentary to confront him on things he got wrong? I don't know. First of all, we don't even know if he's going to get anything wrong. So just so you know, in the Review Tech documentary, June did get one thing wrong about me. He said in the documentary, and I quote, okay, it's not exact quote, by paraphrase, DSP was offered a PC by Review Tech USA, and DSP refused the PC because he was afraid of spyware or malware.
Oh, we preaching out here. We out here
that actually isn't
preaching.
the case at all. In any way, shape, or form. I never
And Shadow, you need to be careful. I shaved 20 years off my life easily by consuming stimulants. Would not recommend.
It literally made fun of me.
I want to live long enough to see Darkside Phil finally climb up from level 1, where I think he's already there. But, you know, until he plants his flag down and says, guys, we're now at level 2, I need to be alive for that. So take care of yourselves and each other.
Was the way of saying, oh, it was all fine, forgive me. Now you can never say you're angry about me having said shit about you because I gave you something. And therefore now he thinks that I'm like beholden to him forever because he donated a PC to me. All right? I'm not stupid. I was no way I was ever going to accept
Hell yeah, he ain't stupid.
Right? You might as well say Keemstar wants to send me a PC today too, right? I mean, I'm not that dumb. You know, I'm dumb. I'm not that dumb. I mean, come on. I'd have to be a complete idiot to accept that. So that's
and
why
you would be a complete idiot to not tip right now, right here. I'm just saying, you know, and I just hope it doesn't become apparent. Support has been slow for the past 5 minutes. There's been nothing to shout out. And I mean, look, this is the liquidity of my business, and if I'm not getting support, then what am I even doing here?
But that's like nitpicking, right? Like that's not like a big deal. That's kind of semantics. Doesn't matter.
I'm gonna show up at his funeral just to
make
make
sure. Get a
sure.
few things wrong in my documentary, maybe. What I'm suspecting is he's just gonna report.
Look, whenever Filipio finally leaves this mortal coil, there's going to be what's the word? Processions? A procession that nobody has ever seen before. It's going to be like crying in the street. There's going to be flowers being thrown everywhere. It's going to be an event.
On what he's found on the internet.
I do rock with Resident Evil Mage site, but if you were to put a gun to my head, I would say 4 was the best one. I never played 5 or 6 or 7 or 8.
I have not played
or any of them.
Champions. I'm not playing it. And then later on, I was like, yeah, I played it. I'm playing it. Right? So it's like I contradicted myself. And he's going to call me out on that. Now, there's reason for that. And I can explain that reasoning when I'm reacting to the documentary. You see? But he's going to call me out and he's going to get me. There's going to be gotcha moments. He's going to get me for sure. Right? For sure.
You're playing the 4 remake right now? Hell yeah. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Hold on.
When that day comes, it's not going to be sad. We never celebrate the loss of a life, even if they don't agree with you. People can be a little too aggro when it comes to that. I'm gonna put all of the sarcasm aside for a second like that. But when you got people out there, you know, going all the way with it, that kind of turns me off. But at the same time, I'm not going to co-sign on it, but I'm not going to say that your opinion or your statements are not worth any less than what you said.
All right.
I can skip 5 and 6. They aren't the greatest. What number are we on now?
Well, Phil, don't you think that with all this positive stuff happening around you recently, that
super good? Also, 8 is good. You should play 7 and 8 soon.
No, it's done. The documentary's done. He's finishing his editing right now, and he's pushing for a release by the end of the month.
8. There you go.
It's over.
People out here disrespecting Phil. Y'all need to be nuts to the legend. Brady's got it right.
He's not going to be adding new content just because now all of a sudden in the last 2 weeks.
9 is in development. Okay. And Resident Evil 5 is great. Okay. Which one had the dark-skinned mommy in it? Which one had the dark-skinned mommy in it? I was a fan of that.
In popularity.
Saw some source filmmaker versions of that character.
Trying to stay alive and stay pertinent and stuff like that.
Also, the remake of Code Veronica is coming soon. I did play Code Veronica originally for Dreamcast.
I have no hard feelings towards that man at all.
I know
truly.
Is it Dreamcast?
Between like me and an LTG. I know that June has absolutely no ill intentions toward me whatsoever.
Oh yeah, by the way, if you were not with us earlier today for the Stepmania stream, we were talking about how Review Tech USA and LTG are both absentee fathers. And because I also had an absentee father, I have a full license to say, fuck every absentee father out there, specifically.
Doing his thing, and he's reporting what he found.
Shiva, that's her name? If you're talking about the big tail Dami mommy, she's an 8. Oh my. No, that's the pale skin lady.
Right? An awful reputation. So
the Nubian queen. She's a 10. There you go.
Actually upset me. You can't. You know what I mean? I've already been through it all. So
you know what I like the most about this, by the way? Obviously, Darkside Phil doesn't need to shower. And if you were hanging out with us for the Stepmania stream this morning, we do always like to tell our friends because we're all friends here, to take a shower and put on some goddamn deodorant. But you know what? This guy doesn't need to. All this that you see in his hair and all that you see on his face glistening, he's glowing. It's glowing. All of the soot that he's picking from his eyes, all of the grease that you see in his hair, all of this complements him perfectly.
That's true. The timing of it could have been better. If
Oh,
this
what's the
documentary was
thing?
coming out in, say, 2 more months.
Shiva,
with all the positive
aka
stuff happening
Ashanti.
now,
There you
this could have
go.
been like the happy
TTR's
epilogue
got
to
it
the
right.
documentary. But now that's not going to happen. Now instead it's going to
TTR into fee confirmed. Let's go. Mage Sight says, I got 3 kids, never even considered I could just be there. Not be there? Wow, blew my mind. I mean, I thought I needed to support and feed my 3 children, and I don't know how to be responsible. Fuck them assholes. That's right. Facts and logic. Wins again. Glowing with radiance.
end
True.
on a bad note because it ends like a few months ago rather than ending now where all this positive stuff is happening. And again, I don't blame him. I'm not asking for anything. It's all good. Roll with it.
Hell yeah. That's the way we should learn these things. That's the way we should deal with these things. TTR in defeat? Yeah. Maining jury. I see you, pimp. I see
Hey,
you.
anything else, guys? Because we are going to adjourn the show in just a moment, and then we're all going to head over to
No,
DSP
don't
Reacts, my
adjourn,
DSP Internet show.
no.
If you guys are willing to check out that kind of show, it's up to you. It's different. It's me reacting to a whole bunch of random clips that my members have submitted.
Listen to
So
how
the comments are all,
modest and listen to
literally
how
any subject matter.
polite this guy is, asking
never had my
us
portrait
if
read by
it's
a
okay with us.
Would I react to a Dr. Disrespect documentary?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens and everybody in between, you have a very special guest with us here today. Let's see her lovely face. Oh, we are, and we're having a great time. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Heart. Ooh, there she is. Hello there. How are you?
I'm good.
Well, I'm great because we've now adopted the DSP way of doing things. I'm letting everybody know that support's been kind of slow, and if you're looking to support the channel and help me in repairing the ceiling that has come down on top of us, please consider tipping. You can click into that PayPal link right there and support the in real life female style waifu, myself, and the crumbling ceiling that we have falling on top of us. And this has actually been working. We had a little bit of a tip war. We had a biddy war. Support has been off the charts. And trust me, none of this is going to go to DoorDash or WWE champions.
Definitely.
Mage Sight says, heyo, I hope you're doing well. King Be Cruel says, in the real life style waifu. And oh my God, she's here. Brady's in the chat right now, in fact. Brady was hanging out with us over the weekend for Dynamo Runs the Show and had a great time. Met everybody. Have a good
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Well, we're just about wrapping up here. We're actually now on Team DSP. He made over $4,000 last night during the Kino Casino collab, live reacting to Review Tech USA. And so now we're all on board with DSP and adopting his ways. And I mean, can't argue with success. We actually got a lot of support today. So, and I'm not winking at the camera, by the way, guys. It's obvious because of the dust and everything coming down from the ceiling. It's in my eye. That's why I'm like blinking or winking. They think I'm being sarcastic, but obviously is because, you know, the ceiling's coming down on top of us. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Heart of my life, the light of my life. It's going to Wines and More, confirmed. True. Oh, and Brady's giving you flowers. Let's go. We got the hype train going as well. Mage Sight with 5 subs to the channel. Holy shit. Thank you so much, Mage Sight, for the support, and congratulations to King, IK78, Octo Chris, Cody 12894564, McDonald's gave me diabetes, and Catherine 117. You are a legend, Mage Sight. Thank you so much. We got the member bomb. The dust is coming down from the rafters, maybe. King Be Cruel, you're on thin ice. Yeah! And I just got something in my eyes. Get that roof fixed, bro, only because you said so. And here's another piece of lore coming down the way. this ceiling that was installed was actually done by the Heart's hands. She's actually very good with, she's very, she is very good with building things and constructing things, and she helped me build this house out. And, you know, if anything, she feels worse about this because obviously she put a lot of work into putting the ceiling up, and she put in a lot of time and work and money into it. And, you know, just seeing it all kind of falling down on top of us is kind of disheartening. But as with most things, as with all the things that she has taken on in her life, she sees it through, just like Phil, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. She, as all of us can attest to, as long as you put your head down and push forward and move forward positively, nothing is impossible.
It's like I said, Michaela, for me, if I'm going to do this kind of drama reacting content, it has to be pertinent to me.
Did everything correct? Did nothing wrong?
Documentary is incredibly pertinent to me because literally for 10 years, he had me in his mouth and made hundreds of thousands of dollars talking about me. So it makes sense for me to react back to him, right?
Hell yeah. Tell him, Phil.
To react to my own documentary, I don't think there's anyone else more pertinent to react to my documentary than me, correct? In regards to other people's documentaries, I might do it, but I don't think I would do it now. I would focus on my stuff right now. And then
hell yeah, focus on yourself,
right
King.
now, the Dr. Disrespect situation is developing, right? Like, we've seen what happened. Like, he's gone for how many months now? 2 months he's been gone, and no one knows what's going to happen with this guy's future. So it's kind of like, until there's more developments, the story's not done. It doesn't really make sense to talk about or react to that content or to that happening until it ends, right?
Tell him.
So I guess we'll see. The casino chip at the end was hilarious. You mean this casino chip?
Tell him! There it is.
You mean the King's Tax? If you don't know what we're talking about, this is the conclusion of the Rich documentary from last night, or the Rich React from last night. This is literally it. This is the conclusion. So go check the end of it to see what I mean. I will be clipping the React over the week, and this will probably be my final clip. Will be this, okay? Cool?
Cool.
Put a little bit more in frame there.
He's so funny.
I'm not losing the King's Tax. This is what I earned for 10 years of suffering from the mouth of a fucking blubbery moron. Okay? Kept my mouth shut for 10 years. I earned this. So this is staying with me. That's my lucky King's Tax chip right there. All right?
He doesn't need luck.
Thank you. Someone on says, look, seeing you on Kino Casino. Great hearing your side of a story. Cool. I'm glad to hear that.
We love these dead air segments, don't we?
That's right. Now, if Rich ever watches and reacts to me, he has to see the chip in frame. You're absolutely correct. And he deserves it, too. He deserves to see that chip every moment.
Smart. During this dead air segment, let's just remind everybody that we are at a level 2 hype train. Sub, GIF, or use bits to get to the next level. Tip your heart
Rich's face has been removed. He's out of the picture now. He has nothing to do with this anymore because we already gave him his felting. He's done, right? And so the casino is open for business. Who's next, right? I wonder who'll be next. Because again, I don't have to do anything. I don't have to bring people down. These idiots who've hated on me over the years, they bring themselves down through their own heinous actions.
Tell them.
Repeated mistakes.
Tell
whoever
us.
has fucked with me, who's the next one to fall, and then we'll be open for business again. All right? But as you can see, Rich's face is gone because we already did it on him. We don't need to have him in there anymore.
We better watch out, boys. We better watch out. I don't want my face to be on there.
Am I going to apologize to Raw Phil since it wasn't him on Street Fighter 6? I don't care if it was him on Street Fighter 6. He's a piece of human filth and he can kiss my fucking ass because he's done it 5,000 times before and there's documented evidence he did. Whether or not that one time was him doesn't matter. You know, it's an arbitrary thing.
Woo!
So, yeah, he can lick my ass.
Damn, Phil! He went from one extreme to the next, and that's why we love him, guys. It smells so good. The smell of your own farts. Oh, delicious. Dancing on Raw Phil's grave. Let's go.
Oh, Hidalgo did a super chat. Do you feel any kinship to LTG? You seem like regular guys with regular flaws, but disproportionate cabals of haters. I have no idea. I know nothing about the real LTG at all. I don't know the guy. I don't watch his content. He's another guy who apparently has said insanely extreme things over the years. But I don't know. I can't comment on someone who I really know nothing about, except some limited interactions I've had with him, which were
I heard he's a deadbeat dad.
hilarious interactions. His behavior, not mine. He's just a touch out. And from how he interacted with Junior King in the past. That's all I know about him. So I don't know. At one point, everyone brought up LTG in my content. Now no one brings up LTG, right?
He's looking at his phone again like an absolute legend, multitasking, doing the damn thing.
But no one seems to bring him up anymore. So, You know, I don't really care about him.
You know, if he was playing WWE champions, he could literally pull some Hogans right now. But obviously, he does not play WWE champions. So that means he's definitely not pulling any Hogans right now.
But I consider doing a podcast once a week with the casino guys. No, it's like I said, we want to keep it special. You don't want to do it so regularly, then now it's not special anymore. So, no, I wouldn't want to be on there weekly because then it's kind of an arbitrary, regular thing. You know, for me to pop in,
yeah,
once in a while when I have something to add.
Fondness. Wait, what was it? Something makes the heart grow fonder.
Then I would consider it. But outside of that,
Distance or something makes the heart grow fonder.
The next thing is this Medicare thing. They really want me to talk with Medicare on their show.
The power move would be the stream WWE champions, but he doesn't play WWE champions, bro. What? We will not be taking these lies and slander. No, not anymore. Absence, thank you. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. It's special.
Future holds, right? Thank you, Jeremy. Jeremy really liked the react. He said, hopefully I'll do more in the future, maybe gaming ones. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I like doing long-form reacts, but last year people got really bored with them. They said they weren't liking them as much. But all of a sudden, because I haven't done one in a million years, there was a renewed interest in doing it. And then when the Kino Casino guys wanted to do it with me, they're like, oh, shit, insane interest, right? So there you go. You fucking moron!
It's my favorite part of the show.
Oh, no, I fully believe Review Tech will continue to talk about me. He will continue to be toxic, and he will continue to do nasty things. Like he will probably react to my documentary in a really toxic way because that's free content for him. It's low effort, no effort content, and that's all he does. He has no effort content anymore. Like he doesn't put effort into his content. That's why he's
unlike DSP and Kino Casino, who obviously put 100% effort and 100% of their weight behind doing the live react. As Phil once said, reacting is the lowest form of entertainment. It's the most brain dead. You can just turn the video on and do a goat laugh, and here comes the money. And here comes the money. And you know what? I'd be hard pressed to call him out on it because it's true.
Eating edibles the whole time. So what's the easiest thing to do? Stuff your face with edibles while you're commenting on my negative documentary. He will 100% do it.
And that's what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen. I will be all buttered up live reacting to Darkside Phil's documentary done by June the King. Apparently coming up in 2 weeks.
The thing is, everyone wants to see him do it anyway because then that's more content for everybody. Not me, because I don't care. I'm not going to watch him do it. I don't give a fuck. But you know,
obviously, he doesn't care. He's not talking about it because he cares, obviously.
Okay. Don't put my chat on the screen. I got a lot of newcomers who ask me various questions. I don't put my chat on the screen for 2 reasons. Okay, number one, I find it incredibly distracting. I really do. Like if I have my chat on the screen right here, you can't pay attention to what we're talking about or anything. You know, the chat. It's all about people looking at the chat, looking at the chat. I'm reading the pertinent things out of chat. I'm trying to address them. You don't need to be derailed by the chat.
Hell yeah. We're not trying to be derailed. There's too much shit going on at once, guys. Too much shit.
It's atrocious. I don't want my chat on the screen during gameplay.
Imagine getting all of these emotes on the screen while we're trying to talk with each other. I wouldn't do that shit. Who does that?
You know, it's more. I'm more of a real gamer than someone who's going to sit there streaming the game just to have an audience. I'm streaming the game because I want to play the game and just play the game.
Hell yeah. Tell them.
So that's true too. Most on-demand viewers won't really care about the chat. I really do have 2 divided audiences. I have live stream attendee viewers and I have on-demand viewers. The on-demand viewers, most of them are people who've been around for ages. There's a couple thousand people who come by to watch my content from time to time whenever there's a game they like.
Hell yeah. At least 1,000, King. Don't sell yourself short.
16 years and I totally have 2 completely different isolated audiences of viewers.
Hell yeah. Stay hydrated.
Okay. Well, guys, I think it's time to return to the briefcase and then to end our podcast for the day. Thank you guys very much. Great one. I knew it was going to be a good one because it was the decompression show from yesterday's React. And
it was a great show because you were there,
King. Now adjourn. And tomorrow, of course, I will talk about everything that happened on today's React content. Plus, I'll be talking about news because we had some game news today. I didn't want to get to it. I didn't really have time. We'll do like a news roundup tomorrow. Okay? Sound good? Thank you all. I'll see you Tuesday.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel like we've turned a corner. I wish nothing but the best for Phil and his content. I hope that he finds it in his heart to forgive me and to forgive all of us. I feel like we've absolutely, I feel like we've You know, we've seen things for what they really are. And it only took his collaboration with Kino Casino to figure it all out. And you know what? I'm going to have to start adopting some more of Darkside Phil's tactics because it is a winning formula, obviously. And the man's got over $4,000 of support yesterday, felting Review Tech USA. And I'm starting to think that, you know, his business model, his acumen, his business acumen is something to be admired and to be studied. So with all that being said, we're going to call this stream. I really want to take a moment and thank everybody that hung out with us here today. You're all absolute legends. The hype train was absolutely hype. Brady, thank you for the biddies. Shadow, thank you for the biddies. Oh my goodness. Pro Locar, thank you for the biddies. That's the joke. Thank you for the biddies. Mage Sight, thank you for the biddies. Mage Sight, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I want to thank, well, I'm not going to say your names out loud because I do not know what your information is, obviously. Thank you so much, King Be Cruel, for the very generous tip. Yes, it's over for right now, but do not fret. Do not fret. All things considered, I think that this was a success. However, I will need to tend to my falling ceiling. It got worse before it got better, but thanks to each and every one of your support, I'll be able to offset the cost of what it'll take in order to replace this entire ceiling up here. I take that $5 for some tape. Ah, yes. Well, thank you so much. That's the joke as well for the tip. I didn't want to yell out the government names because I don't know if I don't know who's who, and obviously you do not get any information from the tips. Otherwise, we can't play Street Fighter. True. And then also a big ups and thank you to everybody hanging out with us over on YouTube. We're trying to get that channel to partner. I do believe it will take a couple more streams in order for us to get over the finish line. We're closing in on the last 200 hours of watch time needed in order to call that channel to partner. Once again, I'm chasing the clout that DSP, the crumbs of clout that DSP has left for us. I feel he has a winning formula, and all it takes is just to apply it. So with all that being said, guys, thank you all so much for hanging out with us here today. Stay tuned tonight. Maybe 7, but probably more towards 8. We will be streaming Street Fighter 6. Stay tuned. If something comes up, which may actually happen, I'll let you guys know on Twitter. There may be a chance that it may not happen, but I hope that's not the case. We're gonna go and raid out to Bruce Odyssey. Bruce Odyssey has always been supporting this channel. Brooke and Bruce have been a very generous and kind. A lot of cool things that they got going on over on their channel. So do show them the same love and support that you've been showing me. We're gonna raid out to them. Not doing his method 100% right. Gotta go into overtime and wait until someone comes by to save the stream. Well, shoot, I'm not gonna be using all of his tactics. I'll keep that in my back pocket until next time. And trust me, guys, I'm gonna let y'all know the progress on the ceiling. If you follow me on the Discord, you'll see the actual photographs in question. And with all that being said, guys, if you're not drinking any water, please do so right now. What time is Monday Night Fights? I'm going to try to do 7, but it's realistically probably going to be 8 o'clock. So stay tuned for that. If it happens, if it doesn't happen, it's going to be a very good reason. Just stay tuned on Twitter for all of that good stuff. So until then, take care, be safe. Peace.